If you're looking at buying a 2013 to 2019 Nissan Altima, the purchase price might look like a steal. These cars are often thousands cheaper than competitors on the used market. But here's the real question most buyers forget to ask. What is it going to cost to maintain and repair this car after you own it? Because the sticker price is only the beginning. The real story is what happens over the next 3, 5, even 7 years. Let's start with routine maintenance, the predictable stuff. Oil changes, air filters, cabin filters, and tire rotations fall right into the normal mid-size sedan range. Nothing shocking here. If you stay consistent with oil changes, the Altima's engines, especially the 2.5-liter four-cylinder, are generally dependable. Spark plugs, belts, and coolant services are also typical in cost compared to rivals like the Camry or Accord. So on the surface, the Altima feels budget-friendly. But then we get to the area that changes the conversation. The transmission service. Nearly every Altima from this generation uses a CVT, a continuously variable transmission, and while it helps with fuel economy and smooth acceleration, it also demands stricter maintenance than a traditional automatic. CVT fluid changes are not optional if you want longevity. They're more expensive than standard transmission services, and they need to be done at proper intervals. Skip them, and the risk of internal wear goes up fast. Now here's where repair costs can spike. If a CVT starts shuddering, slipping, or overheating, the repair is rarely cheap. We're not talking about a small sensor replacement. We're talking about major mechanical components that can run into the thousands. Not every Altima experiences this, but it's common enough that smart owners budget for the possibility. Next up is brakes and suspension. Many owners report that brake pads and rotors can wear a little faster than expected, especially in city driving. Suspension components like struts, wheel bearings, and control arm bushings can also show wear as mileage climbs. These aren't catastrophic repairs, but they're recurring costs that can add up over time if you're driving daily or putting on high annual mileage. Then there are electrical and infotainment repairs. Backup cameras, touchscreens, and Bluetooth modules are frequent owner complaints. These issues don't usually leave you stranded, but they can be frustrating and surprisingly expensive to fix because they often involve replacing entire units rather than simple repairs. The cost isn't constant, but it's unpredictable, and unpredictability is what catches many buyers off guard. On the positive side, parts availability is strong. The Altima is common, which means aftermarket parts are widely available and labor familiarity is high. Most independent shops know these cars well, so you're not locked into dealership pricing for every repair. That helps keep many routine costs manageable. So what does this all mean in real ownership terms? If you maintain it properly, the Nissan Altima can be reasonably affordable to keep on the road. The engine maintenance is normal, tires and brakes are manageable, and parts are easy to source. The wild card, the factor that shifts the total cost up or down, is the transmission and how well it's been serviced. In short, the Altima's maintenance costs are average, until they're not. A well-maintained example can be a cost-effective commuter for years. A neglected one can quickly erase any savings you got on the purchase price. That's why service history matters more on this car than almost anything else. The takeaway is simple. Budget for routine care, plan for periodic suspension and brake work, and treat the transmission like the most important system in the vehicle. Do that, and the Altima can stay affordable. Ignore it, and those repair bills can arrive faster than you expect.